Hello! Today I'm going to be turning Pokemon into cute girls. These are called �𝒂𝒅𝒊𝒃𝒆. I hope I'm saying that right. And I think that they're a really fun activity that you can do and a really great character design practice. Without further ado, let's get started! When I decided to do this video, I knew I had to do Tinkaton. Tinkaton is a fairy/steel type introduced in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and is one of my personal favorite Pokemon. I'm a huge fan of the short character/huge weapon combo, and I also just generally love cute pink stuff, so this was right up my alley. I tried to stick as close as possible to the base design, since it's kind of humanoid already. I kept her hammer basically the same, but made the handle a lot longer since it looks really weird with the handle that short. For her hair, I ended up changing the top bits to look like a bow since it's not super realistic for a person to have hair like that. For her skin tone, I just took the dark pink that is used as her skin tone on her Pokemon design and shifted it more towards an orange-red. I had to make it a bit less saturated so she didn't look bright orange, but I feel like this looks pretty accurate and the colors look really pretty together. I ended up reusing this zigzag pattern on her hair to her sweater because it felt kind of plain. But now I'm noticing it kind of looks like Charlie Brown. Whatever, I don't get paid enough for this crap. Actually, I don't get paid at all. Y'all should help me fix that. I wasn't sure about it at first, but I did end up keeping her gap teeth kind of situation, and I think it turned out really cute. I also tried to make the eyes look like her original ones as best I could, and I also think that turned out really well. I also ended up keeping those kind of purple things around her waist. I'm not 100% sure what those were supposed to be, but my interpretation was that they were some kind of scrap metal that she likes to keep on hand, or maybe some kind of armor. I also ended up giving her really baggy pants to try and keep with like the silhouette of her legs, how they get bigger towards the bottom. And I drew her with some purple sneakers so that I could incorporate a little bit more of that purple into her design. For the pose, I tried to keep it close to the pose in the reference because I really liked her stance in it. Background was really simple too, just a drop shadow, some sparkles, heart background, and a little echo for detail. I should make a background tutorial, but not today. Anyway, we're done! I hope you guys like her. I also want to know if you guys have any name suggestions for her in the comments. I would love to hear those. Next up, we have Gumi. This silly little dragon type is actually what inspired me to do this video in the first place. My brother and I were just watching Pokemon X and Y, and I asked my brother if I should draw Gumi as a person. And he was like, yes, you have to do it. So I knew I just had to. For whatever reason, the idea of a tired schoolgirl for Gumi just wormed its way into my head and will not leave. So that's what I decided to go with. Gumi is mostly purple with some green accents on the cheeks, so I tried to incorporate that into her design by adding it to the tie, glasses, and hair accessories. I also ended up giving her glasses because I wanted to also give her doll eyes, and that just felt like the most reasonable way to do that. And also, it would look weird without it. And I did want to give her doll eyes because that's what she has in her Pokemon design, so I felt like it made sense. Gumi is very simple, so I wanted to keep as much of the design as I could. And so one of the most important characteristics in their design is their antennae. I decided to incorporate it into the design by turning them into cute little pigtails. I also tried to make the rest of her hair look kind of like slimy, I guess. To make it look more Gumi, I guess. Since Gumi isn't humanoid, I wasn't able to borrow a pose from them. I ended up choosing one myself, and I went with one with her yawning and one of her just kind of standing there. I don't know. I gave her extra long sleeves to kind of add to the sliminess. I'm not sure, I just thought they were cute. I also added leg warmers because I thought they were cute as well. This design gave me a lot of trouble. It probably took the longest to design, but it was one of the shorter ones to draw. We're finally done! I hope you guys like her, and also if you have any name ideas for her, I would love to hear those in the comments as well. And finally, we're going to draw 𝒂𝒂𝒊𝒂𝒂. 𝒂𝒂𝒊𝒂𝒂 is a bug fairy type with cute little wings and an adorable scarf. 𒂂��𝒂𝒂 has been one of my favorite Pokemon for a while, and I just love the simplicity in their design. Starting with the hair, I decided to make the bangs kind of a Sailor Moon style shape in order to try and keep that heart-shaped hairline. I also gave her a bob just because of how the yellow wraps around her head. You know, it's not exactly flowing. I also ended up turning her antennae into a bow in order to keep them and avoid sacrificing that part of the design. I gave her a simple dress with a spiked bottom. Whoa. Since that's what the Pokemon is wearing. However, you may have noticed that I ended up adding this sort of wavy pattern to the middle in order to make it a bit less boring. Another thing you might have noticed if you have a keen eye are these big black boots I gave her. These are kind of inspired by the big red boots that went viral on social media a while ago. They were supposed to make your feet cartoony, I guess, and that's what I wanted for this, so I just felt like they fit. And 𝒂𝒂𝒊𝒂𝒂 has very large hands and feet, so the boots kind of helped me bring that back into the design. The wings were one of the hardest parts for me to try and add to the design. I didn't want to just give her wings, but at the same time, I couldn't find a way to add them. I ended up deciding to just make them into fake wings, kind of like the fairy wings you would wear when you were a 6-year-old playing dress up. For the pose, I decided I wanted at least one of her walking in order to add a little bit of action. I'm not sure if it really comes off action-y or walking, but I still think it's cute and I like it. I wanted one with her doing a heart, I don't know, because I thought it was cute. You might have noticed I like drawing cute stuff by now. I just do stuff because it's cute. I don't know. I also ended up adding a headshot to fill in the extra space, and I ended up turning to pictures for some ideas. My headshots tend to be very bland, but I was able to find one where the subject was kind of looking over their shoulder, and I decided to try it. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I feel like the whole piece looks super cute. Also, about halfway through drawing, I remembered that 𝒂𝒂𝒊𝒂𝒂 shiny is pink. And if you can't tell, I really like pink. So I decided to make an alternate colored version, which you can see right here. I love how this turned out so much. This is probably my favorite one, and it took twice as long as the others. I don't know, I just got carried away. I hope you guys love her as much as I do. And if you have any name ideas for her, I would love to hear. We finally finished! Here are all the designs together. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe because I will definitely be making more like this. Stay cute and stay creative. Bye!